Hey, hi, how's it going today? Welcome. I am Varun. I teach yoga, I teach qigong, tai chi, and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Today I designed something incredible if you're a runner. Today's class is designed specifically to work for you. It's going to work into your hip flexors, it's going to work into your spinal movements, your cross body stretches, and a whole bunch of things you're going to need when you're running. So let's get to it, and you're gonna have a good time for sure. So let's get started. Why don't you, presuming you have your mat, come to the end of your mat, and we're gonna try and walk in slow motion to the front. So before we do that, lift your right leg up. All right. Take your hands and just hold it for a second. Yeah. Just hold your leg, see where you are. Take a breath, find your balance. Just take a moment. Notice how far you can gently pull your right foot to your right shoulder without making it too much. Find your balance with your left foot and dig the toes in. And now what we're going to do is you're going to try and kick your right knee all the way to the front of the mat, but your hands are like, hell no, I'm not going to let it go. So you're going to kick and kick and kick and try and go all the way as far as you can. Kick, just increase the pressure to 20%, 30%. Maybe 40 or 50. Take a deep inhale. And let go. So slowly let the hands go, but pull the knee to your face. Like imagine you're trying to kick yourself in the face. So pull. Pull it. I know this is tough. I'm here with you. You got this. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands, hold the knee, maybe pull it in a little deeper. Oh my God. I know that's crazy, but look how much more space I've made. I hope you found a bit more space. Yeah. Let it go. Shake it out. Oh my God. I know that's nuts, isn't it? But hopefully you have more space to play with. So what we're going to do is now we're going to play a little bit of a game. So I want you to lift your knee up. Find your balance. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to hold it up this time or kick. So take your toe and tap as far as you can and bring it in. So move with your breath. Tap and bring it in. Tap and bring it in. If you wobble, if you fall, it's all good, part of the game. Just opening things up. So this time what we're going to do is you're going to take your leg as far as you can, the longest possible step you can. Place the foot down. Place your left knee down. Stand up, not stand up, but like lengthen up just for a second. Take your right hand, reach for your left heel, and take your left hand up to the sky as far as you can. In case you can't reach for the heel, get yourself a block, place it down to whatever degree feels okay. Maybe reach back for the block, take your left hand up to the sky, and take a nice deep stretch, like a nice cross-body stretch. So feel your left hip traveling to the front of the mat, while your left hand is going up to the sky, and your right hand is reaching to the back of your mat, to the back of your heel. And just take a deep breath, feel a nice little stretch. See what that feels like today. And let that go. So what you can do now is take with your hands, find a home on the ground, lift your left knee up and pull your right toes to you. Again, if you need a block or maybe 2 blocks, grab them, place them down, pull the right toes to you, and feel the stretch in the hamstring. So you can imagine your right hip is traveling backwards and you're making space. Don't worry, move around. See what it feels like to find a bit of space in the hamstrings, because you're going to need it when you're running. You're going to need all that hamstring activation and everything pulling to you. Might as well give it some love. So take a nice deep stretch. Move around, come back to your breath, and place your right leg down. Let go of the blocks. You don't need them right now. And take a nice tall posture. So stand up as tall as you can, straighten out the spine. Make sure your left leg is as straight as possible. And imagine your left heel is kicking the wall behind you. I know it's not actually happening, but just imagine it is. So you're trying to get as tall, as long as you can, and feel your left hip traveling to the front of the room. Now what we're going to do is take your left hand up to the sky, take your right hand and reach it to the floor. So you're being pulled in 4 directions. Your left hand is pulling you up to the sky, your right hand is pulling you to the ground, your left heel is kicking all the way back, while your left hip, the front of your hip, is traveling forward. So just hold this, feel the stretch, feel the length in the spine, feel the length in the hip, and take a deep inhale. On your exhale, lean forward, and imagine you're leaning forward and take a nice deep step, bringing your left knee to your chest and placing it down. And there you go. That's one giant step for mankind. Or just me. Terrible joke, I'm sorry. Just flip around, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So notice the difference for a second. Notice what your right side of your body feels, your right leg, how it feels, if it's talking to you, it's out back. And we're going to get the left leg in the equation as well. So same thing we did last time. We woke up the hip flexors, we woke up the hamstrings, we woke up all the stuff in the legs that you need to run. So hold your left knee up to your chest and just give it a pull, just a decent pull, nothing intense yet. Just pulling it up to your left shoulder. Use this moment to balance. So find your right toes, find a bit of ease, find a bit of space, and slowly but surely start kicking your knee out, start kicking it out. So you're activating your left knee, you're trying to kick it to the front of the mat. You're kicking as hard as you can, but your hands are like, hell no, it's not going anywhere. But you're still trying, you're putting 10%, 20%, 30%. Maybe you're making funny faces while you're doing it. Maybe up to 50%. Kick, kick, kick. And take a deep inhale and let go of the hands, but pull the knee in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. As much as you can, use those hip flexors, wake them up. Pull it in just for 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands and give it a nice deep yank. Oh my God. Notice how much more space you have. If you're wobbling, if you're falling, don't worry about it. That works for me as well. I almost lost my balance, so no shame in that. And notice if you have a bit more space. Oh, whoa. And there we go, we're back. So notice if you have a bit more space, if you can pull a little bit deeper and let it go. Shake it out, take a moment. Whew, I know that's crazy, but it'll all make sense in a moment. So what we're gonna do is, same thing, we're gonna play a little game with our left side before we go ahead. So lift your left knee up and reach as far as you can, tap the ground, bring it up. So left knee goes down, taps the ground, brings it up. Take it forward, tap the ground, bring it up. Notice every time you do this, maybe your left toe goes a little further forward. Just maybe you can find a sense of balance. Your right leg is working. All your stabilizers and your knees are working. Now we're going to take that long, gigantic step. So bring your knee to your chest and stretch as far as you can, as slow as you can. Land as light as you can. Drop your right knee down. Take your left hand to your right heel and take your right hand up to the sky. Maybe you want to reach up to the sky. Maybe you want to reach to the back of the room. Maybe you just want to reach diagonally and find more space. So if you need the block, take the block. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Otherwise, just breathe. Find a good line of tension in your right side body, in your right hip flexor, and breathe. Open it. Feel your right hip flexor traveling to the front of the room. Take a deep inhale. Slowly lean forward. Your fingers find a home on the ground, pushing your left toes up to your face. Feel a nice deep stretch. Again, if you need a block, maybe you place it down. 1 block or 2, all good, whatever works for you. And move around the hamstring for a bit. Move around. So let the left hip travel back, so you're feeling a line of tension all the way going up here. You feel like your hip traveling behind, while your hamstring is lining up. So take a moment, find a bit of stretch, find your breath, and place your left foot down. You can keep the block to the side, you won't need it now. Stand tall as you can. Find your balance, recenter, see where you are. Line up the spine, Wake your core up, wake your glutes up, and make sure your right leg is kicking a wall behind you. Kicking as tall as you can while you're kicking out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right hand up to the sky. We're gonna take a left hand pulling all the way down. So your right hand is pulling up, your left hand is pulling down, your right heel is kicking back, while the front part of your hip is traveling forward. So you're being pulled in 4 long directions. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale, reach forward and take that nice long step. Bring your knee up to your chest and placing it down. Whew. If you're still here and you did all that madness, you know what's going on. It's all good. So shake it out for a moment. We're gonna do all of that, but we're gonna do it in flow. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be all the pieces coming together. So take a second, find your breath, shake it out, recenter yourself. Just take a stand at the back of your mat. Just take a breath. And sigh it out. All right, you ready? Because I'm good to go. So take your right leg, bring your right knee to the top as high as you can. Try and kick yourself in the face, maybe not. And take your toes as far as you can. And this time you're gonna take the longest step you possibly can, land as light as you can. Drop your left knee and take your right hand back. Catch your left heel while your left hand reaches up to the sky. And this time you're gonna lean forward. Your hands find a home on the ground. Your right toes pulled back, finding a bit of space in your hamstring. And you're just gonna stand nice and tall, activating your back. Left foot, your left hand goes up to the sky, your right hand reaches to the ground. You reach for 1 deep breath, inhale, exhale, lean forward, bring the knee up to you and place it down. And that's 1, we gotta do that again. So turn around, find your stance, find your space. Bring your left knee to your chest. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, lean out as far as you can, as light as you can. Place the leg down. Drop your right knee. Take your left hand back, reach up to the sky. Take a nice deep stretch. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Your hands find a home on the ground, pulling your hamstring back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, stand tall. Lengthen out the back left leg, right leg, my mistake. Your right hand reaches up to the sky. Your left hand reaches to the ground. Stretch, deep inhale, make sure your back leg is active. Exhale, lean forward. Take your right knee forward and place it down. Not too bad, huh? One last time, we're gonna go to the whole thing, add a bit of pace to it. So let's do this. Don't think, don't worry, you got this. Take a deep inhale, lift your right foot up, lift your right knee up. Take it as far as you can. Take that long step, drop your left knee down. Take your right hand back, your left hand reaches up to the sky. Take a nice cross diagonal lunge. Inhale, place your hands on the ground, pull your right toes to your face. Inhale, exhale, lean forward, stand tall. Your left leg reaches out, your left hand reaches up to the sky, right hand reaches down. You lean forward and you take that nice deep step and place your left leg down. Turn around, don't think, you got this. Left knee up to your chest, lean as far as you can in front, taking that nice long step. Your right knee steps down, your left hand goes back, right hand goes up to the sky. So your hands find a home on the ground. Deep inhale, your left toes pull back to your face. Exhale, you stand up, your right leg wakes up, your right hand goes to the sky, your left hand reaches down, and then you lean forward. Deep inhale, exhale, take your knee up to your chest, bring it down, and we're done. I hope you feel taller, I hope you feel longer. I hope your body feels more engaged. Your hip flexors are on fire, because mine are, and this is a nice feeling. So now you're long, you're awake, and you're ready to run. So before you go, before you head, we'll just take one quick stretch just to settle things down. So take your right leg in front, but your left hand finds a home on the ground. Squeeze your left heel to your butt, and just take your right hand, catch whatever you can. It doesn't have to be anything specific, to whatever degree, and just pull in and find your breath. Find a sense of ease. You've been moving in so many different spaces all over your mat. Take a moment to come back. Take a moment to find a sense of ease, a sense of chill, and just a bit of length in the muscle, just for a moment. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. We're going to change sides, so take your left leg forward, your right hand finds a home on the ground, and squeeze your right heel to your butt. Take your left hand, catch whatever you can, inside, outside, whatever feels okay, and just take a little bit of a stretch. Slow the breath down. Find a sense of ease. Your stretch doesn't have to look like mine. It's all about sensation at the end of the day. So whatever you feel, whatever feels all right for you, let's go with that. So take a deep inhale. Sigh out. Exhale. And let it go. All right. Stand up. Shake it out. See how you feel. See how your body feels. And if this works for you, you can always come back. You can try this class a bunch of times. Maybe the next time you find something different, you find more space, and you have everything it takes to go, to run, to crush it, and beat your times and run as far as you can. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good time practicing with me. See you next time on the mat. Have a wonderful day. Peace.